I don't know. I just wasn't feeling him. You know me. I like him nice and crispy. And he just wasn't crispy enough for me. So I have one black dude that tried to talk to me, but I mean, there was a couple black dudes up there, but you know, there's just a lot of them were a bunch of college students. So this is what I was getting danced with all night. The little Mexican jockeys. Yo, I swear to God, everywhere I turned,
Hey, Joanna, dance?
it was like a jockey who was this tall dancing with me.
Hey, lady, you not nice.
The jockeys are mad short. They were like this tall.
You wanna dance? Let's go out on the floor and dance, eh?
It was absolutely crazy. So I kept getting danced with the jockeys or 50-year-old white guys. Every place I had this one guy. I was walking. We were actually walking back to the car, and he comes over to me, and he's like, "Where's your crew?" And I was like, "What do you mean, where's my crew?" He's like, "What are you laughing?"
Actually, that's a typical 50-year-old white guy thing to ask, right?
So he's like,
Hey,
"Where's your
where-
crew?"
where's
And I'm
your-
like, "What do you
where's
mean,
your
where's my
crew?"
crew?" And he's like, "The crew that you were walking with earlier today, or earlier tonight." And I was like, "Oh, they're coming. They're back with these people who are being proposed to." And yo, this guy asked this girl to marry him, and we were like, "So did he give you a ring?" And she was like, "No, he just asked me to marry you." I'm like, "You don't got no ring. You ain't engaged. I just like to let you know that." I hate when people talk about they're engaged and they don't got no damn ring. You don't got no ring, you ain't engaged. So you know what Nicole does? Nicole gave her one of the blinker rings that we had.
Very nice.
Yeah, here goes your ring, honey. What's up, Joisha? So, no, he didn't say gang. So he's pulling me over, and you know, I'm not a overconfident person. I'm not conceited. I'm not stuck on myself. A lot of people tend to think that I am, and I really don't give them any reason to think that I am. Like, I don't walk around talking about myself all the time. I mean, but seriously, I don't talk about how sexy I am, how beautiful, you know, I see myself. I see hope, you know. I don't see Iman. You know, I don't see that. So he's like, "Where's your gang?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're coming. They're back there talking to this couple." He's like, "I saw you walking around earlier tonight, and you are the sexiest woman that's up here." And you know, I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, thank you." He's like, "No, you really don't understand. You are the most beautiful person that's out here tonight." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Can I ask you a personal question?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now I could tell that he was old. I mean, he was like gray hair, wrinkly. You know, he wasn't. You could tell that he was a bit older. So he's like, "How old are you?" I was like 25, hoping that would deter him. Yeah, no, he wasn't caring. He was like, "Well, I'm 48." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You know what?" He's like, "Are you single?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm single." And he's like, "You know what the problem?" So then he's telling me how he doesn't understand how it is that I'm so beautiful and I'm single. And I'm like, maybe because I'm crazy. Like, maybe you didn't think about that. Maybe I'm just a fatal attraction type of woman. And, VidMaker, why are you telling me to be careful? So I'm like, maybe I'm crazy. You know, maybe that's why. And he's like, "No, you're not crazy." He's like, "You're absolutely gorgeous." You know, he's going on and on. He's like, "Your lips, you have the most perfect lips." And he's just talking and talking and talking. And finally, them bitches came along and pulled me away. That's why it is that I like hanging out with my girls, because they see when I'm in an uncomfortable situation, and as much as I'd like to be like, "Motherfreaker, get out my face," I can't do it. I can't be mean. I'm not a mean person. And so I'll sit there and entertain conversations. Unfortunately, I'll sit there and just entertain conversations. And then I find myself in a situation I really don't want to be in. So the girls came along and they pulled me away. And that was... I know, but I'm just not a mean person. I'm just not a mean person. I try to be. Joisha, we're talking about my weekend out at Saratoga. So, anyway, there was this other guy that kept trying to talk to me, and that I found out today, because apparently when I went back upstairs, he was sitting there talking to me, and he was asking me to get a button-up shirt. Fred, this dude, and then I found out that he owns horses. Like, I was like, oh my God, I should have said something really smart to him. He's like, "Can you do me a favor? Can you see if one of your friends has a button-down shirt that we can wear? Because my friend here doesn't have a button-down shirt, and they won't let him in with a t-shirt." And I was like, "I don't know anybody up here. Like, seriously, who do you want me to get a button-down shirt from? I don't know anybody here." And so I sat outside and we talked for a little while. I was asking him what he was doing up here. He was telling me he's from Jersey, blah, 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 blah. Cute Italian guy. He was a bit older too, but he was cute. And so I was like, okay, well, I got to go because my party's upstairs. So I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go hang out. And he's like, try to bring us down a shirt. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So Brooke, the maid of honor, calls me today. She's like, yo, I meant to tell you that there was these dudes up there asking about you. And I'm like, there was dudes asking about me. Yeah, the cute Italian guy that was standing outside, he kept asking about you. And I was like, what are you talking about? Yo, Hope, he owns horses. He gave me his number to give to you. She said she went outside. And he was like, you're with the bachelorette party, aren't you? And she's like, yeah. He's like, where's Hope? And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I really just give out too much information. I tell people my name, and they happen to remember.
Or is he like a thoroughbred owner? Is he like racing horses up at the track? Or does he just own horses?
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does, Fred. Why are you asking me these questions? I don't know. Is there a difference between being a thoroughbred owner and owning a horse?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can go out and buy a horse and own a horse, but
no, he owns racing horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
it's right. He doesn't just own horses. He owns two of his horses raced earlier that day.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Think I should call him? No, he might be a stalker. I can't call him. I'm not going to call him.
Yeah.
Hope's fake name equals joy. Oh, I do need a fake name. I do have a fake name. My fake name is Lisa. I need to start using that name. But see, I don't really look like a Lisa. Do I look like a Lisa? You know why? Because when I was younger, I always wanted my name to be Lisa. I hated my name growing up.
I think you look like a Wendy.
Do I? You guys, what should my fake name be? Nem says Joy. Aw, Nem says Joy. He's such a
Lisa Lionheart.
Lisa Lionheart. Cottonwool has changed the name of the show. Would you dance with a Jackie? I danced with a couple of them.
Hey, lady.
I did dance with.
Join the
See, Vidmaker says that Lisa works for me. Yo, where is Mick?